Jackson Mayor Chokwe Antar Lumumba is addressing several issues concerning residents. 12 News' Leah Williams reports those issues range from the Jackson Zoo, library closures, to the emergency garbage contract that is set to expire in about 6 months.
Over the weekend, there was a rally against library closures in the city of Jackson. The Medgar Evers Library has been closed for months, and the Eudora Welty Library is set to be demolished and turned into a green space soon due to maintenance issues. Mayor Chokwe Antar Lumumba says there is one major setback stopping the demolition of Eudora Welty.
There is a tower that is behind the Eudora Welty Library, where different service providers rent out space from the city of Jackson on that tower. That tower has to be relocated in an area that does not interrupt service.
The city is also about 6 months away from the expiration of the emergency garbage contract with Richards Disposal. Mayor Lumumba hopes to have a new contract in place before then, despite Richards Disposal's lawsuit against the city.
And I would just say that there have been conversations about how he may be able to address that, but there are several parties that have to come to that agreement.
In a Hinds County Board of Supervisors meeting this morning, there was a discussion about moving the Jackson Zoo to the LaFleur's Bluff State Park, but Mayor Lumumba says the city has not been in contact with the county about the zoo.
One of the supervisors mentioned that he was going to put some money towards it and just move it. I don't know what he thinks the zoo is. I don't know who he thinks owns the zoo. I don't know how he thinks that process works. The zoo is generating more revenue today than it was in many years prior to the last few years, because a lot of the money was being redirected towards investigating a move as opposed to being invested back into the attraction.
The mayor emphasizes that the city will continue investing into the zoo and there are no plans to move it. In Jackson, Leah Williams, 12 News.